What are the benefits of going no contact? You're probably in a situation where your girlfriend decided to break up with you. She probably told you it's over. You need to move on. She has feelings for you, which is weird and strange, and it has you confused and lost, and you're devastated. And that's perfectly understandable because you probably cared about her. I'm sure. I'm sure you thought she was the one for you. You were going to marry her, have kids, and you thought that was it. And now she's giving you this situation, and you're probably wondering to yourself, how do I overcome it? How do I move on? The first thing you want to make sure you do is just go into no contact. There are a lot of benefits to doing this. And it's not a game. It's not a, get your girlfriend back. It's really to help you out as a man. The first thing it's going to help you do is regain your respect. As a man, we crave respect. We want to be respected by our peers, by our family, our friends. When we walk into our job, we want people to acknowledge us. We want to feel like we're important. If we had to trade love or respect, we're going to trade love first before we trade respect, because respect is in a man's DNA. And that's how we function in this world. We have to have respect. If we don't have respect, we don't feel valued. And that's very important. So when you're in no contact, you're going to reestablish that respect again. You're going to regain that power, because as time goes by, because this takes time, it's not a quick fix. You're going to feel better because you're going to feel more empowered. You're going to feel like you have better self-control, and you're going to feel like, okay, these other people respect me, and I respect myself enough not to reach out because I'm a high value man. So that's the first thing it's going to help you out with. The next benefit of going no contact is you will gain a better perspective in the long run. At first, it's hard. It's tough. That first stage is grief, and you're sad and you're down and depressed, and that's perfectly normal. You got to feel those things out. But as time goes by, you're going to start asking some good questions like, what opportunities are in front of me? What can I learn from this experience? I remember when I moved on from my last ex, I was asking this one question: how much value was put into the relationship on her end? Was she pouring in as I was pouring in? And I began to see the truth about it. I was actually doing more of the work. I was trying to maintain the relationship, and it wasn't good for me because it needed to be more she's pouring in, I'm pouring in. Because if that doesn't happen, it's not a healthy relationship. So I peeled back, saw it for what it was, and I began to appreciate what I learned. And that's another thing. You can be grateful. What are you grateful for right now? You can start to develop a sense of gratitude about the situation. And if you do these things, your perspective will change and you will regain that confidence, and you'll feel better about yourself in the long run. Another benefit of going no contact is it will help you with conflict in the future. So if you have family problems going on, marriage challenges, girlfriend challenges, friendships that, are tense and they can be toxic, you can apply no contact in these situations. Obviously, every situation is going to be different, but since you've learned how to use this from a previous experience and that person will probably reach out, and even if they don't reach out, you have your respect, you have your dignity, and you're not going to give that up for anybody. You're not going to be desperate. You're not going to force the issue. You're going to let them figure things out if they don't see it from your perspective, right? That's why no contact is so powerful. Because if you have conflict going on and you're trying to have a conversation and it's not working out, just go no contact. Stay away. Don't bring it up. Obviously, family and marriage and all this stuff is different, but you can learn to give space, maybe give it a couple of days, a week, 2 weeks, right? Of going no contact. You let them think it through, and then they reach out. I've done this in my own life where I've had family challenges, and the person I had an issue with, I just backed away. And then a few months later, they reached out to me. So I see how this works out. It works really well if you do it correctly, and it will help you with other relationships, because now you're like, okay, if you're not going to respect what I'm going to say, if you're not going to value what I'm concerned about, what I disagree with, and if you're not going to just, leave it as is, I'm going to pull away. I'm going to go no contact. I'm going to stay away and let you think about what's happened. Let you think of those thoughts, because if you're constantly involved, then you are just defending yourself, and there's no point of doing that. You don't have to prove anything to anybody. You know your values, you know your worth. If they don't see it, cool. Leave them alone. Let them figure things out, and I promise it will benefit you in the long run. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.